gone out maybe 2 months, and then he said he really needed to talk to me. Sure, what is it? Do you think you could lend me $4,000? And I'm like, oh, God. Here's somebody who was making, 6 figures, successful. And when I said, could I ask what it's for? He said, yeah, it was for a child support issue and to pay a payment on some furniture. And this was Sunday, and he said, I promise I'll pay you back by Thursday. And he did pay me back on Thursday, but I didn't feel the same.
Now, she said for anything financially. And I find it so ironic that us living in this day and age where women have made leaps and bounds, they're entrepreneurs, they're on TV, they have businesses, they have all this money, but yet they still have the traditional mindset when it comes to men being able to provide for them when they're in a jam or just in general. But having to give a man money, he must be a leech. He must be a loser. And the craziest part is I find that 9% of women that are doing well, they have degrees, they have careers, they're making money, they're entrepreneurs, etc. They're the most stingy when it comes to coming off a dollar. Just because a man needed your help in a situation doesn't mean he won't be able to turn around and help you out. A good example of a woman who acted different from her is the Black Panther director, Ryan Coogler's wife. She actually came up with the money and let him use it to get the equipment he needed to edit and create movies. See, that's a selfless woman. Gayle King sounds like a selfish woman. True story. Maybe 3-4 months ago, I went on a date with a young woman who had been referred to me by a mutual friend. And because it was a referral, you don't do a coffee date on a referral. You actually try to go somewhere halfway decent. So we went out after a few conversations, went to a hibachi joint, and we ordered our food. We're conversing, and one of my objects doesn't come out. My lobster tail doesn't come out. So I was like, I don't think this guy had my lobster tail. She goes, well, why don't you tell him so he'll go get it? I'm like, you know what? No big deal. I got steak. I got shrimp. I'm good. I'll just tell him that, take it off. I was like, maybe you can give me a bite of yours. She looked at me and was like, not my lobster. I said, there it is. You see the selfishness right there. I couldn't have a bite, and I'm paying for the whole meal and the drinks. So I would be very weary of women with the what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine kind of mindset. Because if she can't help you out in the jam and you're expected to do that for her, then what kind of reciprocity in the relationship is there? And most of the time, like I said, when a woman comes to you in need of financial assistance and you help her out, it's not even a loan. She expects you to do that for her, and the fact that y'all together is payment.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Somebody Come Listen to This podcast. I'm your host, Nava, and let's get into this mess right here. Okay, so I came across this video on YouTube. This man is on TikTok, and he's saying that women should help men. Women should give money to men if they need it. I'm not going. The moment I give a man money for bills, the moment a man asks me for help doing anything, if I'm dating him, it's over. You don't help men do anything. The moment, if I'm living with a man or he's my husband and he tells me he needs me to start helping him pay bills, is the moment I'm looking for me a roommate, is the moment I'm going to get a place with my single mother who has a roommate of her own, but my mom she's my ride or die. If I need her to move out and stay with me, she's going to move out and we're going to get a place and we're going to split the bills. Because why am I marrying you if you cannot take care of your family, sir? What is your purpose? What is your purpose? And no, I don't believe that men are supposed to be like our complete providers and protectors. But if you can't do just this basic thing, this is pretty much all that you're doing is providing. Because most men are not protectors. A lot of women are being taken out and harassed and things happening by the men that they live with and that are married to. So they're not protecting because the femicide and the homicide and the matricide and all of the sides are going up. So we can't say they're protecting. So if you're not willing to at least pay all the bills, because the woman is doing everything else. She's working, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's laying on her back. She's doing everything else for you. Everything else. You don't have to do anything but go to work. And if you can't do that, why are you here? That's all I'm saying, y'all. I know it's women out here that disagree with it. And, oh, you should help your man go 50-50. In this day and age, it's hard for people to survive. And if you can't survive with your man, if you can't survive with a man in the house, you don't need a man in the house. You really don't need a man in the house. Like, the purpose is for them to make your life easier. It's not like you're using him. You're not. He's just paying the bills for the family that he said he wanted to have, that he committed to have when he asked you to marry him. Or even if you're not married, you wanted this woman, you wanted to be up under her, you wanted to live under her, you wanted her resources, you wanted so many things from her, you wanted her body, you want her time, her attention. All you have to do is pay the bills, all of them. It's no 50-50, 80-20. Like, ladies, I don't even... Have I ever paid my own phone bill? No, I've never even paid my own phone bill. Occasionally, I'll put some gas in whatever car I'm driving. We have different cars, but if it's like almost on E, I'll put some gas in it. I pay for my personal stuff that I want on Amazon. Like, I go see an esthetician now, so I got a line of credit for that. I pay for that. But the bills? No, like... And I literally kid you not, I ran into a man the other day. He was arguing with me that, what did he say? That he thinks that $40,000 a year is a lot of money. So this is a black man, of course. This is how far black men are behind. Because I was telling him, I don't know why I was talking to him. I have no idea. Most of the time I don't like talking to them. But I was telling him $100K in most states is poverty. You're below the poverty line if you're making $100K. And he was like laughing at me and saying, you're doing good if you make 40 to 50K. That's not poverty. You're not in poverty if you make 40 to 50K. In what world, sir? Like, I live in one of the cheapest states there is, one of the most cheapest southern states there is, and 40 to 50K is living check to check here. That's below poverty here. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm below poverty by myself, but if I wasn't married, I would be below the poverty line. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm about to go back to school. I'm trying to do better. But yeah, ladies, if y'all want to stay out here paying bills for men, like, girl, men that you can't even talk to, that you can't emotionally connect with, men that are not helping you do anything else, but you're helping them pay. I'm even seeing women, not just black women, I'm seeing women of different races moving into their man, not even their husband's houses, and like helping them renovate the house, paying half on the house, helping him pay for his house. Like it's not even her house. Like, you're helping him to pay for his house so he can get another woman and leave you once you get done helping him do all this. Like, what are y'all doing? It's 2024. Like, let's get into some of these videos and comments, what people had to say about what this man had to say about paying us, helping them pay bills. I'll be right back.
I'm planning on talking tonight, but I saw this on Twitter and it kind of ruffled my feathers. You can pause to read this, but the tweet said it's better to rob a bank or something before you ask a woman for some money. And I used to think that, and I used to go through my relationship without asking up my woman for anything because I shouldn't ask a woman for money, and I was always unhappy and unfulfilled. I'll be damned if I ask a woman for some money and she looks at, damn, I look good type shit. Hold on, wait a minute. Shit. What the fuck I was finna say? If you can't ask your girl for some money, that's not your girl. Because your woman is supposed to be your friend, and your friend shouldn't mind breaking bread with you. If that's your woman is your partner, and partners don't mind breaking bread. So if she can't break bread and she got a problem and looks at you different, that's not your girl. Get a new one. Get rid of her. What the
Ladies,
fuck?
let's keep it a stack. If you talking to a guy, dating a guy, and he start asking you for money to pay for shit, like, bro, cut that bum off, bro. Cut that bum off. Like, it's just a sad world. Like, I couldn't even believe this shit really be happening until women showed me. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you hitting those shorties asking them for bread? Like, bro, listen, you start involving yourself with a guy who's asking you for money, bro. Number one, he's probably going to beat you for the bread, right? He's not going to pay you back. And then number two, he's going to be the one depending on you to take care of him. And then that's the same guys that when you have a kid with him, he don't pay no fucking child support because he don't got a job. And now you stuck taking care of a kid by yourself. Like, why do women date guys like that, bro? Like, what the fuck is good with y'all, bro? Like, y'all gotta do better, bro. I don't want to hear no complaining in my comments, bro. I don't want to hear no fucking complaining, bro.
Ladies, just a friendly reminder. Any man that wants a long-term future with you while he's still courting you is not going to ask you for money. And he's not going to take money from you. Men have pride and men have egos. They will not ask you for money. They want to show you that they can be a good provider. And part of that is proving that they can at least provide for themselves. If they want a future with you, they will not ask you for money.
Her money is her money. My money is our money. So if she's making more money or she's successful in her career more than I am, this is only going to make me more successful and grow beyond that. So it's a win-win situation. So the more stronger, and I invest in making her stronger financially, physically, whatever, caring wise as well. If she's stronger than me or more caring, and in this relationship she gives so much more than I give, it's going to challenge me as a man because I want to double that. So her money, if she's making money, is her money. I don't want you to invest in this relationship. My money is our money.
So, ladies, on this part, I just wanted to say, I know a lot of women won't agree with this, especially black women, but this is the only way that I can see, it working for most women, especially women who make less than their men. I know some women make more, but if you make less than your man, what this man just said, your money is your money and my money is my money, that's the only way women will benefit. Because let's just keep it real. Relationships don't last always. So if you're a woman who's making less than your man and y'all are going 50-50, which makes no sense at all if you're making way less than him and you're putting in the same amount as him, you're getting robbed. That's just not smart at all to be paying half of everything and you're making less than what your man is making. Like, I wouldn't even pay half if you're making the same thing because like men they always say they want to be providers. If they want to be providers, that's the only way for them to be providers is to provide for you, and things happen. Like he could get in anything. He could leave you. He can get in a wreck. And like, how are you going to be able to save up your money and be able to take care of yourself if you're making way less than him and you're going 50-50 with him, which means you're living from paycheck to paycheck if you're trying to go 50-50 with a man that's making like 10 to 15 times more than you. That doesn't make sense. Like, as long as you're doing your job, if you're working, you got insurance at work, you're cooking dinner, you're cleaning, you're doing all of that. There's no reason for you to be, as I see it, there's no reason that you should be going in on anything. If you're working a full-time job and you're a wife and you're a mom, I don't see why you would go 50-50. Unless that's just something you want to do. And I know a lot of women say, you're supposed to help your man out. We're a team. We're a partnership. But those are going to be the women that find out the hard way. As women are warning you about doing that. If your man is requiring that, he's going to get used to that. You never want a man to get used to you providing for him. Pretty much like you really are a roommate. You really are, and he's not your provider. But these men, they also tend to want to lord over you and tell you what you can and can't do, what friends you can and can't have, where you can go, what you can do. And then like they give away that power when they tell you that you have to go 50-50. Like that power is gone. Like, at least with me, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but like if I'm paying bills with you, I'm your roommate, and you don't have that power to tell me what I can and can't do. Even if I'm not paying bills. I mean, like, even if I'm not, like, I'm my own person. But let's get into the rest of these videos, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Would you split your finances? Probably not, to be honest. Like, the girls should just spend their money on whatever they want, you know? I work out on shoulders. I'm supposed to be the one carrying the load, and you know what? I'll take care of everything else, all right? So the girl can do whatever they want with their money, you know?
You're going to do a good job.
My money's our money. Her money's her money.
Grown man asking for money. Part 45. So backstory. Me and dude was supposed to go on a date December 23rd, 2023. Because I'm a fair lady, we agreed that he would pay for the majority of the date, and I would pay $60. So I sent him $60. Then he said he came up short by $40. So I sent him $40 more. That was my stupidity, and he was going to send it back tomorrow when he got paid. So December 22nd, he asked me to buy him lunch. I lied and said I was broke, which I wasn't. So here's a screenshot. And don't block out his number. He's in the DMV area. What you doing? How's your night going, sweetie? It's going great. Just boring. Hey, I got something to ask you if you can. Or if you want to. But I got to keep it real with you. Do you think you can loan me $15 for lunch? My money hit in the morning. I'll get that back to you when we hook up later that night. I had to send my kids' stuff off for Christmas. It was $75 to send that shit off. Took all my little pocket money. So that would be $55 that I would have to give you tomorrow. Send it now if you can. I was going to go to the store to get my lunch. I used the last for my gas today. Cool beans. Yep. See, my thing is, how you gonna set up a date and then ask to borrow money from the person that you supposed to be going on a date with a day before the date? Like, that shit, that don't make any fucking sense. At my cousin's house, hopefully he has a couple bucks for me. This shit is so fucking gay. I'm so in a fucked up mood. My gaslight is on to it. And it doesn't get any better. Hopefully you find it and your night gets better. Thank you. If not, I'm fucked till tomorrow. It's so crazy when my family asks me for anything, I'm always there in a heartbeat. But when I ask for something, they act like they didn't see the phones. Fuck them. All I want is 30 to tomorrow, and I'll double it, no problem. But they're fucking sorry. Are you gonna pay me back? Yes, I'm sorry. Hey there, sorry, I haven't forgot about you. Hello, Hillary? Are you mad? Annoyed. Why? You were supposed to pay me back like 2 days ago. Calm down, I will, I'm sorry. I've been kind of busy, my bad, dude. Like, I don't know you, but I was trying to be a nice person and go out on a limb and loan you money. And then you blow me off. And I'm just supposed to be fine with that? What the fuck? Nobody is worried about $40. Where can I meet you to be done with this shit? How the fuck you not worried about $40? Did you forget, sir, that $40 was everything to you in this paragraph because, you know, you was going to be fucked up until the next day? But ain't nobody worried about it though, right? Now, this ain't no man asking for money. This is just some shit I'm throwing in at the end because it's something that I just don't understand. The excessive double messaging with no response. So you're still coming over this weekend, right? I'm going to my parents this weekend, so no. Wow, taking me to meet the parents already? Moving a little fast, don't you think? Already, red flag. I'm trying to touch that ass, girl. You're wild. No, you're wild for not being in my bed right now, for real. I'm not gonna quit until I grab that ass. Come over. My love. Come over this weekend. You coming over Friday night, right? What are you doing tonight? Come over. Good morning, beautiful. Come over. What you doing? Happy Halloween. Come over. What you doing tonight? Hey, what you doing? Good morning. Come over. What you doing tonight? Hey, what you doing? Good morning. Hey, what you doing? So we can change our Tinder photos but not respond to your future husband? Shaking my head. Come over. When the fuck has this ever worked? Like, if this has ever worked, please let me know in the comments. Like, maybe I'm tripping. But, like, if y'all got any more screenshots of grown men asking for money, anything crazy like that, hit the email in my bio. Love y'all. Have a great night.
Y'all got it messed up. Only a man who's trying to use you and take from you will take your money. As a woman. That's it. That's all you need to know. That's why I say, if a man asks you for money, he hates you. He don't like you, girl. Move along. He's there to use and deplete you. If a man asks you for money to borrow, is he your son? Did he come out of your body? Is he your nephew? Is he old enough to work? Is he your little baby brother? Because I don't see why any grown man would turn to a woman and ask her for money. And not be a dusty.
I hate extra borrow money from me. That is an absolute turn off. Like, and it's happened multiple times. Like, no. This gets borrow $1,000 one time. Like, what?
I wouldn't even fix my lips to ask for no
This is
rent.
what I'm saying. How the fuck you fix your lips to tell me, can I borrow $1,000? Guess what the fuck I did?
Get that nigga $1,000.
I got $1,000. I shouldn't have did that shit. Cause then it was like he tried to ask again, and I was like, yeah. And then my dried up. It was like, how am I gonna give you some after that? And then, you know what I mean? You asked me for borrow money. That was just so unattractive. I don't ask to borrow money. I'd rather like pop some before I borrow money.
You're being robbed of your body and your time by these broke, low vibrational men. They made you believe that you asking for money means that you're broke. Don't come here with the, why don't you make your own money? See, just like roaches, you've been infested with broke man energy. Because who said women that get money from men don't have their own money? Read How to Ask a Man for Money. Listen, you're better off using your rose double battery than laying with a man that you can't even ask for $500 when you need it. Next call.
Who is serious about you? It is extremely unlikely that he would even ask you for money in the early stages of dating. So to me, the fact that if he does ask you, that's a warning sign to begin with. It's a red flag at the very least to address. Because we have to understand that when a man is serious about a woman, views her as this could be my potential future wife or whatever, his mindset is impressing you. And men know, the vast majority of men understand that financial stability is something that women look for. And no man who's trying to impress a woman wants to come off as broke. He doesn't want to come off as I need you financially. If he doesn't care how that looks to you, it might be because he's just there to use you.
That so many women out here like giving men money. Let me tell you something. When you meet a man and you just getting to know you, rather he shouldn't even be asking you for some money. If he's asking you for some money, stop. That is a red flag. To me, a real man should not be asking you for any money. I could see if you are together for a significant amount of time and he falls.
Nope. Let me pause her right here. I don't care if you are together for a significant amount of time or a short period of time and a man falls on hard times, you do not help him. Because a wise man, a man that is thinking about you and about his future and is really wanting to be a provider, he's going to plan for these times that he falls on, like these hard times, because everybody knows that times are hard. Anything could happen. He could get in an accident. He can be down for a year or two. Wise men and women should be prepared for these times. You should have enough saved up so that if you fall on hard times, you won't put all of that burden on your woman to have to take care of you and your children and all of that. A man that really cares and is really thinking and that's really smart and proactive will be thinking, okay, well, anything could happen in the future. I want to have a certain amount put aside or saved up. That way I can still help or I can still pay bills for at least a year. Like, I know times are hard and everybody doesn't have it like that, but you need to, as a woman, you need to be thinking about this stuff and you need to be looking at a man and trying to see if he has this wisdom inside of him. I'm trying to find the right words. But you need to be thinking about, is this man wise? Is he saving? Is he frugal? Is he thinking about retirement? Is he thinking about me? Like, in all cases, in any way, he should be thinking about you. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to let this girl go on, but I had to stop her right there because no, even in hard times, smart men, wise men that are providers should know my wife cannot do this on her own. Even if she has to continue working, I don't want her to do this on her own. I want to be able to continue to still provide or contribute a significant amount so she will not be stressed out. I'm here to make her life easier. All right, let's finish what this girl is saying. I'll be right back.
Okay, he's been spending money on you. He's been doing what he's supposed to do as a man. But you just coming off and not really knowing me, asking me, can you have some money? That is a turn off. That's a no-no. So what I want you guys to do, ladies, I need you to comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And ladies, share this with your friends because I really want to know. That's not normal. Giving men money.
If you as a man can lift up your hand and ask me to penetrate your wallet, then you are just like the man that lifts up his foot and asks another man to penetrate his ass. You aren't just any man, you are a body man.
Well, I covered the topic of men asking women for money, and would I actually ask a woman for money personally? So this is one of those questions where it doesn't matter how I answer it. Some people are going to agree, some people are going to disagree. But for me personally, no, I would not ask a woman for money. But then again, I have enough drive and willpower to be successful. My definition of successful to where I'm in a position I don't have to ask people for money. Success looks different to everybody though, right? But the problem that you have now is not a matter of whether they have the drive or not. We know that guys that ask for handouts do not have the drive to be decent human beings, right? We know that they want easy street, not only in relationships, but also in monetary gain. We know that if they can get it without earning it, it's 10 times more enjoyable because they don't have to respect what they gain. Right? You respect things that you earn. You respect things that you work hard for. Also in relationships, you respect the relationship that you had to earn. It's not a handout. Women are not giving handouts when it comes to relationships. Men know that. So what do? Well, they gravitate to the next best thing, right? Some women, the reality is, are way too gullible, and they believe the lies that these guys entwine in their lives, and they just give them money. Hey, baby, I'll come see you if you send me 100. You know, I got to drive like 4 hours to see you. Okay, send 100. The guy doesn't show up. You know, I mean, this happens every single day, probably every 10 minutes, multiple times throughout the year, and these guys are catching on to the fact that you have an entire population out there that believe these lies. Just like you have an entire population that believe the lies that men say when they're going to put effort and energy into a relationship. It just goes back to the more stern and the more steadfast women are in not giving men basically what I call free relationships, they have to migrate to something else. Well, what do people benefit from the most outside of having someone who deals with their narcissistic bullshit? Oh, well, having someone who gives them free money, of course. So women have got to wake up, right? I mean, I blame the women because you're always going to have men out there who prey. You're always going to have men wanting easy street. But you've got to have some boundaries for yourself. You have to implement some rules for yourself and not engage with these guys who are wanting nothing from you but a free ticket. That's all it is. They're not going to give you a relationship. He's not coming to see you. He's not going to fly you out to see him. He's not going to take care of your kids. He's not going to pay off your mortgage. He's not going to do any of that stuff. He is going to take advantage of you until you say no and you get smart. And then he's going to move on to someone else. And he's going to keep trying until he finds somebody else. Even if it's give him $1, give him $100, give him a car, it doesn't matter. He's just in it for whatever he can get because his morals and his values align with basically being a piece of shit.
My money is her money. Now, if she got a job, her money is not my money.
That's right.
My money is my money, and her money is her money.
Right.
My money is my money is her money, and her money is her money. My money, it belongs to her, and her money belongs to her. Her money don't belong to me.
That's right.
Nope.
That's right.
Her money do not belong to me, because God tell the man, you work.
You work. That's
By
right.
the sweat
Your brow.
of your brow.
That's right.
If she's a good woman, and there's something that needs to be done in the house, and if I'm where I can't do it, she'll step up the plate. But I ain't looking for her to carry the load.
That's right.
I ain't looking for her to carry the load.
That's right.
God commanded man
to work.
Work by the sweat of his brow.
I get DMs all the time, but this is one that I want to talk about. Hey, I had a woman say, could you talk to the men about borrowing money from women? I said, is it your boyfriend? No, I don't even, he's not even my man. Just asked me to loan money to him. Hey, bro, do you know that it messes up your reputation? It lowers your value with women when you ask them to loan you money, especially you ain't even a man yet. And ladies, don't give it to them. You work hard for your money. You gonna let some sorry man lay up on you, ask you to borrow your money that you work hard? Apparently he's not ready for a woman because he don't know how to plan and budget. So listen, to the men, stop asking for money from the women. To the ladies, stop giving it to them or they won't keep asking. Do's and don'ts of dating, GregDavisShow.com, book and workbook.
And he's right, y'all. That's pretty much all I got. It's not just men that you're trying to be romantically involved with. It could be your brothers. It could be your cousins, uncles that are males. You know, I know my mother listens to my videos. I don't want to talk about her too much, but my mother is the one that everybody goes to. My brother, he only calls her when he needs something, some money. She has she has a brother that needs help right now with his car, and she's like going out of her way to help him. And I try to be quiet because I know how my mom is, but I try to tell her, you need to stop helping grown men. I don't care if they're your brother, your son, your uncle, your boyfriend. They need to figure it out. But my mom, like most of us, she has like this kind heart, and she feels like, you know, she wants to be a blessing to these men. And like this man just said, ladies, just stop. You know, that's why they keep coming to us, because we always do it, and they know that they can come to us and we won't just stop. So, and we're actually just stressing ourselves out because we think we can save the entire world as women. We feel like we're in charge of saving our children whenever they get in certain situations. And I agree with that to a certain extent, but when your kids get to a certain age, they have to learn, especially the boys, you have to stop saving them. That's why we have so many men now who are coming to women to be saved, because women are we've basically been their saviors. So like they don't go to men for help from the time they're little babies. When they get sick, they go to mommy for help. They don't go to daddy, they go to mommy. We're their saviors, we're their doctors, we nurse them back to health. So we've taught them how to come to women for help, but we've also simultaneously been going to church where the men teach us that we're the help meet and the men are the leaders. So they're leading us, but we're supposed to help do everything. Like, which it doesn't make sense. Like, if they're the leaders, why do they need our help so much? Why do we help them so much more than they help us? And most of them just even have trouble financially providing and helping. So ladies, it's up to us if we want to switch around the dynamic and stop being so stressed out and so like just burnt out. Like once your kids get grown, especially the boys, if you treat your girls right, your girls are going to be there with you till the end. They're going to be your ride or dies. But most of the time we don't do that. We treat our sons like gold, and then our sons turn around to just like not like us at all. But I'm not doing that. With my sons, I try to make them do as much as possible. My sons are 17 and 12. I try to make them do as much on their own as possible, just so they won't be like that. But a lot of this is going to start with us as women switching it around, because men are not going to change. We made this, we birthed them into this world, and we've listened to what they've taught us and how they've just conditioned us to treat them in these churches, and just because we're in a patriarchy. So they pretty much just conditioned women to treat them the way that they want to be treated, like kings. And if you think about it, women, black, white, whatever, around the world treat men like kings, and the men are just, they don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't know how to do anything. They don't care about giving you an orgasm. I don't know nothing about that, but like, this is what I'm hearing. Like, it's up to women to take full responsibility and be the leaders. And to, I know y'all don't want to hear that, because a lot of us were born into Christianity or whatever religion taught us that women are not supposed to be leaders. But I think leaders are readers. And as we all know, women read a lot more than men. Leaders take responsibility, and I think women take way more responsibility for things than men. Leaders know how to multitask. Women do that more than men. Leaders know how to just have communication. We communicate good. We just do everything so much better. We have more of like a level head. If you just look up the definition of a leader, it all points back to women. And if you study the history of the planet, all of the books that have been written, women were leaders throughout time. We were a matriarchy, and men went and changed that to a patriarchy, and it isn't working, and they don't want to give up that power, that so-called power. You know, this video is just, you know, just my contribution to women. And I thank you guys so much again for continuing to watch my videos and share my videos, even though my channel isn't growing. I'm pissed off about it, because they play with our channels. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But women are leaders. We really are. If y'all look up the definition, and if y'all look up our history, we are so much stronger mentally. The only area that we're not stronger in is physically. We have forethought, and a lot of men don't have forethought, but you know, a lot of them do. The men that are, you know, like the thinkers, the great thinkers, you know, the men that are at the top of the pyramid, they think a lot, and they know, they study everybody, and they know that women are the leaders. And from the beginning of time, even in the Bible, it's just been like this battle for power between men and women, and we shouldn't be battling with them. As women, I really do believe that we need to come together and just help each other. Like, a lot of women I see are choosing to be single, or choosing to just be celibate, choosing to just focus on themselves and bettering themselves and doing stuff for their kids, and just done with men. And I'm fine with that. Get you a cat. You could be happy without men. Some women are happy with men, but whatever works for you, just do that. I'll continue to make these videos. You know, it can get discouraging sometimes, because they're playing with my channel, and it can get discouraging when women come into your comments and calling you a hypocrite because you're saying these things, and because you're still with men, or you're still married to men. It gets discouraging. But I know what I'm saying is the truth, and I know that women are going to change for the better. I'm not saying I hate men. I don't hate men, but I do love women, and I do want to be able to connect with more women, like in my real life and online. Because I know once women start connecting and we put our differences aside, I know that we are going to change the world. And that's why I don't mind sharing, you know, videos and the channels of the women that I love listening to, even if it's channels that are specifically for just like a certain demographic of women. Because I follow a few channels that are just for like biracial women, or light-skinned women because they feel like they need their own zone, but they're speaking the truth. Like, I forgot the name of that channel, but I post her videos all the time, and hopefully she'll listen to this because she comments. But, you know, I love her channel. But ladies, I thank you, and I'm really grateful for YouTube. And they're talking about shutting down TikTok, and I pray that they don't, because it's so much truth being shared on TikTok, and I don't know if we could do anything to stop that. But thank you guys for watching. Get down in the comments, and please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I am on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, and I just got back on Instagram. So please, ladies, if you're on any of those platforms, please follow me. And I think I'm going to get back on Reddit. I was on Reddit, but I haven't been on there much. But I think I'm going to get back on there, and Threads. But I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.